I don't know how I feel about this one. I feel like really confused. We got a lot of stuff in this. Like on paper, there was a lot of stuff in this. Partners definitely were here, and they squeezed in that first party thing at the end, but it literally, I think it just felt like it was shoehorned in, but there was a lot of stuff that also felt, there was some cool stuff and there was some generic stuff. I don't know. I think this is the most conflicted I've ever felt about a state of play. And C2, this tells me you won't see Wolverine at anything else this year either. It's just, for Saros, he did say you will see gameplay later this year. There's gotta be a PlayStation showcase. Because this was, let me just say, this was a state of play ass state of play. Like this was the most state of play we have gotten in years. And what I mean by that is this is for our partners, and we'll hopefully wiggle in a thing or two of our own stuff. But this was the partner show, man. Everybody showed up. Konami, Capcom, Sega, they were here. Square Enix was not. Judas was not. But Take-Two Interactive showed up with Borderlands 4. That's what I mean. It's on paper, how can you be mad at the show? That's why I'm saying I feel really conflicted, because on paper, there was a lot of stuff here, but it just didn't have the excitement. I'm really curious what you think. Kay's all right, nap time. That Saros reveal, that was in my opinion, that was a lame reveal. I think if you just started off, you do the same cinematic shot of him on the beach washed up, and you just see, after a bit of narration, just the logo, House Marque. Then it would have made people more intrigued. Then it would have made people been like, this is a House Marque game? And then you could have played it off for an extra 30 seconds thanks to that. But it just kind of felt like it was a shoehorned in cinematic teaser. It was not the best reveal of their next project, because it didn't really give us anything. And everything else, it's there was some cool stuff, but it just, I don't know. I see Jono mid-station state of mid. I'm just mixed. I don't know. I feel like I just can't give it anything because it was just so all over the place. Danny Passion official, I literally fell asleep for 2 minutes. Flory says 5 out of 10. Joey earlier, Lomao, that was Cheeks, Lies of P, and Digimon carried. Okay, look, am I the only one that the Digimon game? I need to look this up now. Digimon. Yeah. It was titled, Cyber Sleuth is known as one of the most notorious Digimon world games. And the title for the game is Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. So this next game is literally oh, that's cool. It's Pokemon Legends. People really liked Arceus. Getting another Pokemon Legends game has Pokemon fans excited because Arceus was a really good reinvention of the franchise. That's what Cyber Sleuth is. Cyber Sleuth is oh, this is a good story-oriented Digimon game. So getting another Digimon story game, that's pretty freaking cool. That nobody is going to care about but me. Nobody's going to care about but me, but that's what I'm saying. With this whole show, it's just there's things in it that some people are going to care about, some aren't, and it's it was just a mixed bag. I don't know, a lot of those games felt the same. That's where I sit. Said a lot of the games felt the same. That's where I'm at, where it's a lot of the stuff that was here, it just felt like a lot of stuff that has happened, there were some cool action looking games, but it's not stuff we haven't necessarily seen before, just a different take on it. We got some cool story-oriented shooters and whatnot, but there's stuff about them that just doesn't really make them feel super unique. The most unique feeling thing here, in my opinion, was Dreams of Another. I think that was really cool. And that, again, that's another thing that some people are going to care about, some aren't. But Stories of Another or whatever was that game that looked like it was 8-bit blocks everywhere, and then he tells you instead of shooting the world where it destroys things, you destroying things actually creates things. And we're generating it using cloud technology. And I'm that sounds freaking cool. That's a very unique concept. I'm for it. But again, not everybody's gonna be. There wasn't very much stuff here that's just like everybody can kind of get behind. And that's why I say this is like the most mixed ass bag of a state of play I think I've seen in many years. Supertone, I'm honestly satisfied just because of Liza P. Liza P? Liza P got their freaking DLC. We finally got to see it, and it looks fantastic. I am on that for sure. They said summer 2025, thank God, because stay away from April and May, because we now know, by the way, if you didn't know, Night Rain got its release date today, as well as there's previews up for it. Man, I'm looking forward to that Liza P DLC. That is very exciting. Joey, this is Sony's issue with their state of play. They have no aura. It's just like, oh, look, a game. Okay, bye. See, and that's the issue that I have with this state of play. This state of play, it didn't feel like it had an identity. Like, it just felt all over the place. Well, we have some of the developers coming in to talk about it. We got like trailer after trailer. We have a bunch of various kinds. It felt like a summer Game Fest show that was squashed together in like 40 or 50 minutes, which again, that doesn't sound bad on paper. And I don't think it is bad on paper, but it had that same feel that we have during Summer Game Fest. But instead of dragging it out for like 2 or 3 hours, we got to experience it over like 40 or 50 minutes. I don't feel like we could be mad because there was a lot of good stuff here, but it's the way it all happened and what was shown. And it didn't feel like there was much of an identity here. It's like, again, first party wise, there was basically nothing here. I think this would have gone over way better, and it would have been an amazing show if they just labeled it a partner state of play. What do you think of that? Because I think that would have helped it a lot. If it just had that label or just the pre-expectations of like, check out tons of games from our partners coming to PlayStation. That would have worked because you literally had like everybody here, and I think people would have understood it better. And when you think of it as just like Nintendo does it too. Nintendo has like the partner showcase. This was a phenomenal partner showcase. Yeah, Nike. So I see Nike saying that. This is why they need to say it's a partner showcase. Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, exactly. Like 100%. I think if this was labeled State of Play partner showcase, this was a bomb partner showcase. But I think it's just because of where PlayStation is at right now, this just didn't feel like it was it. We still have no idea what so many of their first parties are doing after an amount of time that we should know what they're doing. And it just feels like they're kind of on purpose right now, just not saying anything because they can. I don't know. I think, yeah, if they just branded this differently or set expectations better, this would have been a bomber state of play.